Have you ever noticed how, as people grow older, especially after the age of 70, they begin to prefer quiet moments over constant company? Many people misunderstand this change. They assume it is loneliness, withdrawal, or sadness, but in reality, it is often the opposite. It is clarity. It is wisdom. When someone reaches this stage of life, solitude no longer feels empty, it feels complete. After decades of living, loving, struggling, and learning, a person begins to understand something deeply important. Peace does not come from being surrounded by people. It does not come from possessions, praise, or approval. True peace comes from within. At this age, silence becomes meaningful. Quiet moments become sacred. A simple morning, soft sunlight through the window, the sound of rain, or a warm cup of tea can feel richer than the loudest celebration. Solitude is no longer about being alone. It is about finally being at home with yourself. In this video, we will explore 7 powerful reasons why people who prefer being alone after 70 often carry the deepest wisdom. These reasons are not about giving up on life. They are about understanding life more clearly than ever before. By the time you reach your later years, you have experienced enough to know what truly matters. You have seen joy and heartbreak. You have tasted success and disappointment. You have learned that not everything needs to be chased and not everyone needs to be pleased. Slowly, you stop seeking noise to feel alive. You start valuing stillness. Choosing solitude does not mean stepping away from life. It means you have finally understood it. You begin listening to your inner voice instead of the crowd. You choose calm over chaos. You find happiness not in what is loud and temporary, but in what is gentle and lasting. So let us begin. Reason 1. They no longer seek validation. When we are young, much of our self-worth depends on how others see us. We want to be admired, we want to be accepted, we want approval. We measure ourselves through the opinions of others, family, friends, co-workers, and society. But with age comes clarity. Wise seniors understand that other people's opinions are unstable and fleeting. They have seen how praise can disappear overnight and how judgment often says more about the one judging than the one being judged. After 70, many people finally stop asking, "Do they like me?" Instead, they ask, "Am I living honestly?" They stop pretending, they stop performing, they stop trying to fit into expectations that were never meant for them. Solitude becomes comforting because it allows them to be real. When you are alone, there are no masks, no roles, no pressure. You can simply exist. That quiet freedom is something many people spend their entire lives searching for, yet never find. This is why wise elders enjoy being alone, not because they dislike people, but because they finally like themselves. Reason 2. Peace matters more than popularity. With time, wise people stop trying to be everywhere and please everyone. They realize that peace of mind is far more valuable than attention, status, or popularity. They understand that being surrounded by people does not always mean being understood, and silence at times can be more honest than 1,000 conversations. They learn a powerful lesson. Not every argument deserves a response. Not every insult requires defense. Not every misunderstanding needs explanation. Instead of reacting, they release. They let go of drama. They let go of gossip. They let go of noise. A quiet morning, the sound of birds, the smell of coffee. These simple moments bring more joy than crowded rooms ever could. This is not withdrawal. This is freedom. Reason 3. They value time above all else. After 70, time becomes precious in a new way. It is no longer something to fill, it is something to protect. Wise elders no longer waste hours on negativity, meaningless arguments, or people who drain their energy. They understand that every sunrise is a gift, and every quiet evening is a reminder that time does not stop for anyone. Solitude becomes an investment, not a loss. It is time used to reflect, to remember, to understand the journey that brought them here. They realize something profound. Wealth is not measured in money, but in moments fully lived. Moving slowly allows them to see more, feel more, and live more deeply. They no longer rush because rushing shortens life emotionally, even if it doesn't shorten it physically. Reason 4. They no longer fear being misunderstood. One of the greatest freedoms that comes with age is the realization that you do not need to explain yourself anymore. Wise seniors know that no matter what you say or do, someone will misunderstand you, so they stop trying to convince others and choose peace instead. They would rather live quietly and truthfully than loudly and falsely. Understanding themselves matters far more than being understood by everyone else. This is why they appear calm while others argue, why they sit still while others rush, why they smile quietly while others compete. They have already won the battle that matters most, the one within. Reason 5. They choose depth over distraction. After 70, small talk loses its charm. Gossip feels empty. Surface-level routines feel exhausting. The wise crave depth. They prefer meaningful conversations over endless chatter, reflection over distraction, silence over noise. They understand that distraction is the enemy of peace, and depth requires stillness. They would rather read a book, take a slow walk, or sit in quiet thought than scroll endlessly or chase stimulation. Solitude allows gratitude to grow. It allows truth to surface. It allows life to make sense. Reason 6. They realize peace is the true luxury. In youth, people chase money, recognition, and love, believing these will bring happiness. But after 70, the wise understand something different. A calm mind, a steady heart, a peaceful home. These are the real achievements. They have seen people destroy their health chasing wealth. They have seen others lose their joy trying to please everyone. So they simplify. They water their plants, they make tea, they listen to the rain. When they are alone, they are not lonely. They are restoring balance. Their peace is not the absence of people, it is the presence of harmony. Reason 7. They understand that life is enough. After 70, the chase ends. There is no need for more approval, no need for more possessions, no need to prove anything. Life is no longer something to conquer, it is something to appreciate. Every breath becomes a quiet blessing. Every sunrise feels meaningful. They live gently. They forgive easily. They focus on presence rather than perfection. Solitude brings clarity, not emptiness. It teaches that life, just as it is already enough. Final thoughts. If you find yourself enjoying quiet mornings, simple routines, and fewer but deeper connections, do not mistake it for isolation. It is awakening. Solitude is not emptiness, it is clarity. It is where you finally meet yourself without the noise of the world. Many people spend their entire lives running from silence, but the wise discover that peace was always within. Being alone becomes an act of self-respect, a choice to protect your energy, a decision to live on your own terms. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Share one thought that stayed with you today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Thank you for being here. Your presence matters, and your wisdom is still growing.